Okay, so I tried to do a video on Instagram Live, and it just did not go well. Jackson was all up in my business. He's probably going to try and be all up in my business again. But I'm going to try to do it again, and then if this goes well, I'll post it. So this is my Diva cup. It is an alternative to tampons and pads. It is a menstrual cup. This is the second size. There are two sizes. Size 1 for women who haven't had a baby or are younger than 13, under the age of 30 and haven't had a baby. If you are one of those or both, you go to size 2. I have had a baby. He was a C-section. That's why I was confused on why I'm getting size 2. He did not come out my vagina, but apparently you still need the second size because of how your cervix is positioned and whatnot. So this is the second size. I was a little intimidated my first time trying this, even my second time trying this, because it is a silicone dome that catches your menstrual blood. So you fold it up like this. There are a few different ways of folding it. I just fold it in half and then fold that in half again. And then I pop it up my vagina, and then I release and bring my fingers out, and it has obviously popped back open. It will stay in place. It's not going to go anywhere. To take it out, I stick my fingers up my vagina, pinch the bottom, pull very slowly but firmly, and then it'll pop out. It has measurements on the inside. It has milliliters and ounces. So you can see how much blood your body is expelling. You cannot see that with a tampon or a pad, which I really like about this. Another thing I really like about this is I find that I'm really more in tune with my body because I can see what my blood looks like. When you think of period blood, what I used to think of is just regular blood, like when you would cut your finger and it's kind of runny, very liquidy or viscous, whatever you would prefer. It is not. It is very chunky, very thick. You could go like this and it's not going to shake around in the cup. It's probably going to jiggle a little, like a thin jello, like a jello that's not quite set. That's how I would describe period blood. It normally has a tip right here. I have cut mine off because I found that I could feel it poking out the bottom. Well, not necessarily poking out the bottom of my vagina, but if I was to sit down, I could feel it on the inside of my vagina, and I did not like that because with a tampon, it goes way up there. You can't feel it. When it's in place correctly, you can't feel it. I cut my tip off. That sounds funny. I cut the tip of my menstrual cup off, and I found that it is so much more comfortable. I do not recommend cutting it off before you have tried it with it because I know some people say that they need the tip to be able to grab it and take it out. I don't need that. I find that I can shove my fingers far enough up that I can grab up here. I literally grab above the bottom, and I pinch, and then I pull. And I find that that works really well for me. You can buy a specific wash to clean these. I use Vagisil to wash mine. Vagisil in very hot water. So when you take it out, it's going to be filled with your blood, however much there is. Usually mine's about halfway filled. I take it out, I dump the blood in the toilet, kind of shake it off a little bit so that the majority of the blood is in my toilet. I rinse this under hot water, then I scrub it and wash it really well with my hands and a washcloth with my Vagisil. Then I rinse it again with really hot water. You can sterilize this in a pot of boiling water if you wish. I think that's probably recommended. I don't do that because I find that it doesn't touch anything else. It never touches anything else. I might do that now because I think my son touched it when I was sitting on the floor trying to make the video prior to this. But normally, I don't boil it. What else? I think you're supposed to replace these every 3 years because it's 100% silicone. There's no risk of toxic shock syndrome, which is a big deal for most women. It's quite scary and very serious. This has no plastic, no cotton. There is zero waste. It is a zero waste product, which I really like that about this. What else do I really like about this? I don't really know. Oh, you know what I really like? I don't have to change it all the time, and I never have to worry about it leaking. I've never had any issues with this leaking. I know some people have. This is not a product that is good for every single person. It may work for me. It may be a nightmare for you. I have heard horror stories about these, and that's what made me not buy this for several years. I was like, no, this is going to get stuck inside my vagina. I'm never going to be able to get it out, or it's going to come out of place, fall out, and I'm going to bleed everywhere in the middle of the day. Those were my fears. Never has it happened to me. Mind you, I've only used it 3 times because I've only had a period 3 times since having my son. But I mean, it's worked great for me. Excuse the baby in the back. He's getting frustrated, I think, because he can't open a book. Do you want help? What else? So I told you everything that I love about this. Let me tell you the things that I don't love. So I don't love that I have to stick my fingers up my vagina to put this in and to take it out. But I've gotten used to it. It's not something that is that gross or that bad. I've always been really in tune and up close and personal and comfortable with my body. So putting my fingers up my vagina isn't that big of a deal for me. Thank you. It's something that I didn't really love the aspect of it when I first started. One thing that I don't like is when I'm wearing my goodness. One thing that I don't like is when I'm wearing acrylic nails, it's a lot harder to put this in and take it out. Because actually it's a lot harder to take it out. It's not hard to put it in when I have acrylics on. But when I have acrylics, like acrylic nails that are long, it's harder to take it out. That's one thing that I find is not so positive about this. But that doesn't necessarily have to do with this. That more has to do with my nails, which is my choice. And I could not get nails as I don't have right now. And then this could be a lot easier to put in. So that has nothing to do with the product itself. Another thing that I don't really like about this is when you take it out and all your blood is sitting in this little cup. The smell is a little bit, I wouldn't say it's too strong, but it's stronger than the smell of a tampon, I find. Because I found when I took my tampon out, I just, throw it in the garbage, chuck it in the toilet. Yes, I used to do that. Don't come at me. I know it was wrong. Anyway, I found that it had a little bit of a smell to it. Obviously, it's going to have a little bit of smell. Because it's your blood, your discharge, all that stuff mixed together. Just been sitting in a cotton thing up inside your vagina. Same with this, but there's no cotton. It's kind of just been cooking in a pot. That's what I heard from one of my friends, and that's what stuck. It's been cooking in a pot inside your vagina. That's what I think of. So every time it comes out, it has a little bit of a smell. I think you kind of get used to it over time. It's not something that bothers me that much anymore. What's another thing that I don't really like about this? I would say that I can't change it in public. I think you could, but I think it would, I just don't know how that'd be done. Because, I hear people where they're like, oh yeah, I've changed mine in public. But I know that, do they just not wash it, or do they just take it out and wash it in front of other people? See, that would concern me. And also, I wouldn't want to use just regular soap to wash it. So I don't ever change mine in public, but I'm also never put in a position where I need to change it in public. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I've never had to change it in public because I can leave it in for 12 hours. Another thing that I don't really like, I don't know, I think I'm trying to just think of things that I don't like, and I can't because it's so awesome. I'm so happy that I bought this product. And overall, I think it saved me quite a bit of money because I am a heavy bleeder, so I go through tampons like every couple hours. I'm changing a tampon. Like every 2 hours, I'm changing a Super Plus tampon because I'm leaking. But with this, like nothing, and I can wear it for 12 hours, and it's awesome. I went on a sea-doo while wearing this, and I was like, this is gonna be the day that this is gonna leak on me because I'm bouncing all over this sea-doo. I'm swimming in the water. I'm all over the place. I'm like, this is gonna be the day that I'm gonna go home and there's gonna be blood on my bathing suit. Nothing. I was so impressed with this product, and a little bit impressed with my body. Not that it had much to do with it, but yeah, that's kind of all. I know you gotta replace it every 3 years, but I mean, I'm down for that. Anyway, I have shared with you guys my positive experiences, my negative experiences, and my overall opinion with this product. There are many. What would you like? Look, you have all my panty liners and all my tampons all over the floor. Can you clean them up? In my overall opinion, and there are many menstrual cups out there. There's the Luna cup, I don't know, there's like a bunch of them. This is the Diva cup, and this is the first one that I've bought, the only one I have, the only one I've ever tried, and I'm happy with it. Okay, sir, I don't understand the issue here. Say hi. Say hello. He's like, to who? There's nobody here. Say hello. Hello. I think my butt has like just vanished since having a baby. It used to be like voluptuous. Now, it's kind of not there. What have you done to me? You've given me belly fat, loose skin, stretch marks,